On April 25, 2024, the US Department of Labor, or DOL, announced some of the biggest megaprojects that are approved, and some of them are more interesting than anything we've seen in a while. These megaprojects, once combined, have a staggering combined price of $24.5 billion, which is just insane. But amongst these projects, we have construction that would change the US economy, building a sustainable future with features we've never seen before. So join us on this journey as we uncover 5 new megaprojects that will change the United States' position internationally. And if you enjoy more videos like these, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon to stay tuned. At number 5, we've modernized one of the US's most important borders, where citizens cross from the US to Canada and vice versa. The Grand Portage LPOE has a historical significance that makes it a port with a full-service, multimodal facility where the CBP officers inspect commercially owned vehicles, privately owned vehicles, and pedestrians before they cross the border. This facility was initially constructed in 1965, but to this day it has many loopholes that the government wants to fix. Hence, we received one of the biggest modernizations that will shock you. It was in 2019 when a GSA feasibility study revealed that the port's existing structure does not provide enough square footage that was specified by the initial program of requirements. To make things worse, the existing facility is very unsafe, as it doesn't allow a safe inspection of the traveling public and there are no outbound inspection capabilities. This feasibility study then went above and beyond, giving us 3 alternatives for expanding and modernizing the port. Upon hearing the plan, the US government allocated a whopping $3.4 billion for its expansion. The main goal of this project is to create more jobs and improve safety and security for the port. The end goal is to make the economy more resilient to supply chain challenges, all while keeping sustainability and innovation at the forefront. But this begs the question: what does the feasibility study include, and how much will it modernize the existing framework of this port? The GSA proposed to expand and modernize the Grand Portage LPOE by building new port facilities within the already existing infrastructure. According to the proposed plan, this new design will contain 5 primary inspection lanes that will be connected to the main building in case anything goes wrong. Next to the initial inspection, we'll see a non-intrusive inspection and circulation building, followed up by the commercial inspection building. Once completed, this project will become the home of border connections, inviting and inspecting millions of cars, cargo, and passengers each year. But wait till you see the next megaproject. Next up, we have the Hydrogen Hub projects, which is quickly becoming one of the biggest new megaprojects in the US. The whole premise of this project is that the world is going green, and the US is still heavily dependent on fossil fuels. While the world has 2 options of fossil fuel and electricity, that's where the importance of hydrogen comes in. This is one of the most sustainable forms of energy we've seen in recent times, and slowly realizing its benefits, the US is going all in. This project has been approved by the US Labor Department, and it is receiving major funding that will surely surprise you. But before revealing that, we must understand what exactly is happening in this innovative megaproject. In the Hydrogen Hub project expansion, we have Midwest Alliance for Clean Hydrogen project in Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, the High Velocity Hydrogen Hub in Texas, the Appalachian Hydrogen Hub in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia, and lastly, the California Hydrogen Hub in California. All 4 major hubs are getting a complete makeover and receiving a whopping $7 billion for the production of US hydrogen facilities. Once completed, all 4 quartets will reduce carbon emissions, boost economic growth, and improve air quality while producing power all over the US. Moving on to number 3, we have yet another innovative project, and this time we're seeing a mega project being constructed in North Carolina. This project is called an S-Line Transportation Project, with 2 phases under construction. In December last year, the North Carolina Department of Transportation was awarded a whopping $1.4 billion for 2 phases, including Phase 1A and Phase 2. This project would be a multi-phase 1 that will build a brand new passenger line route between Raleigh to Richmond, innovating transportation from North Carolina to Washington and the Northeast Corridor. But what exactly will happen in this project? You see, the S-Line project involves the construction, development and implementation and operation of the passenger rail on the Southeast Corridor. This new service aims to provide future, high-performance rail services that will connect communities from the two mentioned regions. Since its formation in 1992, this railway has been one of the most important pathways in the US. But now, the project will expand its innovation and build a further 162 miles of track that will take at least 10 whole years to construct. Currently, the S-Line corridor is out of service, but once completed, it will become home to a dozen freight and passenger trains for the surrounding communities. Now, the S-Line corridor will provide the missing link to the Southeast Rail Corridor, making everything more connected. At number 2, we have another exciting project called the West Shore Lake Pontchartrain Risk Reduction Project. Now, the US has a long history with hurricanes, specifically due to its region and the landscape. The West Shore Lake Pontchartrain Project is located in southeast Louisiana, on the east bank of the Mississippi River at St. Charles, St. John the Baptist, and St. James. But this area is suffering from one of the biggest problems in history. In the 3 areas we've mentioned before, more than 60,000 people have little to no hurricane protection or risk reduction, which proves fatal each year. To make things worse, Hurricane Isaac, the storm, destroyed over 7,000 homes, and the interstate was submerged for several days, making emergency aid come slower. Due to this, many people lost their lives in this region. But now, everything is to change. West Shore Lake Pontchartrain Project is constructing a 100-year level risk reduction system, extending from the Bonnet Car Spillway to Garyville. This project comes with $760 million in aid and is 18.5 miles in length. Moreover, the project gets 17.5 miles of levee, 1 mile of T-wall, 4 pumping stations, 2 drainage structures, and around 35 utility relocations. To make things better and easier, this project will also provide localized risk reduction measures that are focused solely on St. James Parish. Once completed, the West Shore Lake Pontchartrain project will become a home to avoid any environmental impacts. Right now, the project design team is actively working with a non-federal sponsor to acquire the rights of entry or ROE and complete field investigation via soil boring and other environmental assessments. There have been a lot of new updates for this project, including vegetation clearing. In June 2024, the eastern end of this alignment was already 32% complete in the St. John Parish. Currently, the clay placement is taking place with an elevation of 3.5 feet. Under the levee base of sand and drains, we see vertical wick drains that are connected to other black horizontal wick drains. All in all, it seems like the project is going at a rapid rate, with its completion date projected to be in November 2027. And now, the most exciting project on our list, we have the Brightline West High-Speed Intercity Rail System. This project aims to construct America's true high-speed passenger rail system that will connect the cities of Las Vegas and Southern California, promising to redefine travel in the United States. This project is a brainchild of Brightline, America's leading company that is known for its innovative approach when it comes to passenger rail services. This project will contain a 218-mile rail line that will run along the median of Interstate 15. There it will offer a great passenger experience to be linked with 2 iconic destinations. The project will be all-electric with zero carbon emissions, and the trains will easily reach up to 200 miles per hour, traveling the long distance in almost no time. This impressive speed will make the distance between LA and Rancho Cucamonga just 2 hours and 10 minutes, which is quite innovative. For this project, a cost of $12 billion has been allocated, including a $3 billion grant from the Federal Department of Transportation through the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. Once completed, the Brightline project will remove congestion from Interstate 15 and boost the United States economy to boost growth. There are many unique megaprojects that were approved by the US Department of Labor. Each of these projects is aimed at improving the United States' economic growth, ultimately putting it as the crowned king in world economics. What do you think about the US building new projects, and which ones are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments down below, and if you want to enjoy more Megaprojects related videos, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon for more.